Well, World Youth Day was a genius invention, if I dare to say, of St. John Paul II. I think it was one of his most genius ideas as Pope. It has shaped generations of young people, has encouraged them to faith, has brought them to love the church. And as I said these days to young people from Austria, it is a marvelous opportunity to find a good husband or a good wife. Many marriages came through World Youth Days, and many vocations. The seminarians, certainly, the seminaries would have much less inhabitants without the experience of World Youth Day. Many find their vocation through the experience of World Youth Day. The first thing what they can bring into the church is themselves. They have the privilege and the situation of being young, of being in search of the way for their life, being enthusiastic, being of their time. So I think every young generation has brought new life into the church. The first World Youth Day generation from the early 80s, they are now grandparents, but they have brought a lot of inspiration and life into the church, and I think that's the same today. I think the difference between the generations is much less than generally it is said. Young people are young people and elder people are elder people. And there are common features in youth, in adult life and in aged life. So, of course, this generation, today's World Youth Day generation, they have not known communism. Yes, we grew up with the division of the world in two empires, the West and the Soviet Empire. Now we live in a much different world. So of course, they have not what we had, the struggle between communism and capitalism. But they have other struggles, and for us elder, it's good to listen to them. I think Pope Francis is if you want to find him, look at the parable of the Good Samaritan. It's not to pass by the suffering of our days. That's what he says about the refugees, and what he says about the poor people, what he says about economy, about ecology, what he wants us to teach about the joys, but also the sufferings of the family, of the marriage. I would take as key word for Pope Francis is the Ignatian term, Saint Ignatius, his master, founder of the Jesuits, his discernment, to look carefully at the efforts, at the pains, the struggles of every single person, and to find the traces of God's work in the life of every single person. That's what the Ignatian exercises want to help to find. Yeah? Where is God at work in your life? And I think Pope Francis is doing a big Ignatian retreat with the whole church, and it's very healthy.